I'm going to show you a second demo of piecing, and I'm going to go a little bit faster this time. So I have my fabrics already off to the side and show you how we cut them. I always start with section A. Then we look for the line that's between A and B. We're going to try to make this line straight on our fabric. So I've taken this piece and I want to see if I can make good use of my fabric. So in order to do that, I'm going to move it here. So we just have to cover section A, and I'm picking this up along this line for section C, and I see I have plenty of fabric underneath for A, and I have plenty of fabric here. So I'm going to cut this here, and this is where I need to cut for section A. So I'm going to fold this back, and I'm going to use a straight edge, make it a little bit bigger. And let me show you what I did. If I move this out of the way, you can see that I folded it out of the way because this little section is A, so I don't need any more than that. And this will be where my seam allowance is going. This is my seam allowance. Take my friction pin and mark an A here. And remember, this is the wrong side of the fabric. So let's put this off to the side. Now we look at section B, and that's the circle, and that is this fabric. So we look for the line between A and B, and we want to put this along a straight line. So we're going to place it up here. If I fold this back, will be for my seam allowance, and I'm going to cut this like this, and then I don't need to go any farther, and I'm going to cut straight across like this. So if I fold this up, use my straight edge, give me some room, and then cut this fabric. There is our section B. So you see the two sections have roughly the same shape. This is a triangle. This is my seam line. I'm going to take the friction pin, and I don't think I'll be able to see it, but I'll see it a little bit. So that's B. Put this off to the side. Section C has the same fabric. Let's see what we can do out of this one. And if we look here, here's the line between C and B right here. So we try to get this on a straight edge, and looks like it will fit right here. This is a very narrow here, so I can move up like this. I'm going to cut this across, move this out of the way so you can see. So here I have my straight line there. I can cut this. Now I need to cut it off about right here. This is still the end of section C. Put my fold template down and fold it out of the way. And then I want to get a ½ inch or so of extra fabric. So now if we look at this section C, which is like this, you can see it's roughly the same shape. And so we'll put C, and then this is the seam line right here. And stack that out of the way. And then our last one is section D, and it is this fabric. Here is section D fabric. So the best way to use this here's the straight line, here's the line we want, and we'll place it like this. So I'm just going to cut here. Let's see, let's move this over. We can get more this way. We're not wasting as much fabric this way. So we'll just cut this. So here is the shape. It's a triangle. And we're going to mark D right here. Now we're going to stack these with D on the bottom, D, C, B, and then A we're going to do first. So here's our fabric A, and we have A marked, which tells me that this is that seam line. And this is the wrong side. Remember, the wrong side for A, it always stays up. We're going to place it here, turn this over, and here is section A, because we marked it. Just put a little bit of glue, don't need a lot, and then place this on the, glue this down onto the fabric. We're going to place our fold template on the line between A and B and fold the paper back, and we're going to trim it to 1/4 of an inch. Next, we need fabric B, and we can see, because we've marked it, this is the shape of fabric B, and fabric B should be at the top. And if we place it like this, we see it's roughly the same shape. Here's where we marked B, so we know this is the seam line. But remember, for everything after fabric A, we need to turn over, and we need to have the right side facing up. So now these shapes are symmetrical. So we pick this one up and we place it on top. And then we're going to check to make sure that the fabric is underneath B. Place the template on the edge of B and fold it up, and you can see that the B fabric, there's plenty of room underneath. And do the same thing over here. This line for B, we're going to pick up the paper and the fabric, and we see there's plenty of room. I might want to just scooch this over just a little bit because there wasn't as much over here. So now we've lined up our stitching edges, and we're going to stitch this line. Now this line is stitched, and we press the fabric away. And we look for the line between B and C. We place the line so it's horizontal to us with the fabric C at the top. That's the next one we're going to place. And put our fold template down on the line, and you're going to fold over the fabric and the paper. And the fabric will want to stick up some because there's a few stitches there. We'll just tear the stitches away so the fabric lays flat. Trim off your 1/4 of an inch. And now we need to find section C. We're going to choose this one. Here is the line we marked, the stitching line. And remember, we have to turn it over. We need the right side facing up. So here is our shape is like this, and our shape is like that. So bring this up, match the top lines, and we're going to check for fabric underneath. Check for fabric underneath. And you see we have plenty. And we're going to stitch and press this line. Now this line is stitched and pressed. And we have our final section, section D. So place the line between C and D so it's horizontal to you. Place your fold template on the line. Fold over template and fabric, and tear back the fabric so it lays flat. Use your 1/4 inch and trim. Then here we go with D. Here's the seam line right here, but remember, this is not an A fabric, so we have to flip it over, and we want the right side up. And match these top seam lines or edges, and we're going to check the fabric underneath. So we have plenty of the D fabric on the bottom there, and we have plenty of the D fabric on the bottom here. Now we sew and press the final section. Now this unit is complete. It's all pressed and sewn, and the last thing to do for the unit is to trim it. One unit down. So now go through and do all of your units just like this.